night, beyond to the marrow, keeping out of sight, where we all glow into new flow. Sunset spilling out, light leaks on the pavement, shadows blacking out, punk rock and pale, dancing like a dream.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys had a great weekend. We had some good volume brought on by the APE coin, which has cooled off a bit here. But we actually have seen that there's going to be a new 10,000 profile collection that we'll talk about here. They look pretty cool, called KODAS, and I call them a mix between koalas and Yodas. But let's talk about news, reviews, mints. Get the other guys in here. Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, man?
Yo.
Not much. I was talking about these Koala Yoda things that are coming out from the Bored Ape Yacht Club, which are cool.
The KODAS, yeah, man.
The KODAS, yeah. While we also saw Ape retrace from about 15, 16 this weekend down to sitting at about 10.35 right now. But I was saying, like, I could see this thing going to its all-time high over 17, 18 to maybe 20 if it is used for purchasing their land. And the KODAS are supposedly, so you'll have 100,000 land pieces, I believe, and you'll have a 10% chance, since there'll be 10,000 KODAS, to be airdropped, I think, or at least be able to mint a KODA.
Alongside your
So
land purchase.
that's smart. That is smart of them, because they're going to drive the demand for the land, just because people are going to want to own those in order to get a KODA. So yeah, that's gonna really drive some hype here, even though it's gonna be really hyped regardless. And I was saying, and Garrett agreed, you'll be purchasing the land likely in Ape, maybe Ethereum as well, but they'll do some kind of discount. So if the land were 1 Ethereum, then maybe you could buy it for like 60% that cost if you use the Ape coin. So that could really drive up the price of Ape short term. We saw that happen with the neon or the outer identities when you could use, because they were launching their like second project or whatever, the inners, or I don't even know the differences right now.
Yeah, the outer identities was the second project that they launched.
Yeah, and so you needed
you
needed that token to like make your outer identity better. So it just like it made the price of the coin go, I don't know, 2-3x or something. Like it ran. So I could see the same thing happening here with Ape, for getting market cap. I think it could go top 20 market cap momentarily. So, yeah, but I think with the volume the way we saw it this weekend, definitely trailing off a little bit now, probably just because of the hype and the money that came in that people received from the Ape coin is diminishing now. So, yeah, we'll see where we settle now. Yeah,
man. I think it's so cool that Bored Ape Yacht Club Yuga Labs is launching another 10,000 piece collection. I'm really, really excited for it. It's also cool that they're doing all 10,000 pieces in the first half of the land sale, because there's 200,000. From what we know, there's 200,000 plots of land total that they're breaking up into 2 different 100,000 piece sales. And as you had said, the KODAS are going to be all released to random buyers of the first sale. So
right.
Exciting stuff for sure. I think having some liquid ETH, I mean, this could go down within 1 to 3 weeks, you know, from everything that I'm hearing and reading. So within the next month for sure. And I agree, Vince, that Ape token might be a good buy. I might be looking to pick some up right now, because I see no way that they don't integrate that into the purchasing process of the land.
Yeah, I agree. Could be a good play there. I would. I think we have a. They were saying April, so maybe you have a few weeks where Ape could cool off even more here. But I think buying a little now would be probably pretty smart, or at least I don't know
Because we
about
know
smart.
the prices
Could be a play, I guess you could say.
for sure, and we know that the price is going to start to pump just from insiders before they even announce it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Watch out
Well,
for that.
yeah. Once
volume.
we see it. Mm-hmm. It looks like really stable at around that $10 mark. 980 to 1050, that range.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool. Let's jump into Murray's. You want to talk about the Murray's?
For sure, man. So this was pretty awesome project. So Murray by Haas. I know Aiden had talked about is it Haas or House? I don't know how to pronounce it, but go with Haas. The Haas passes. I know Aiden had referenced those the other week on the show. Those were used to mint these Murrays at cost, which I believe was 0.15. And upon reveal, people actually really liked the art. They thought it was one of the better anime style-esque projects that's released, and it was much lower in price compared to other projects like all-female anime projects that people speculated on, like Zipsies and Asunas. So because of that, because the floor was 0.5 and the distribution was really, really good, 6.6K holders for a 10K piece collection, it just ran, and the volume went crazy. I want to say there was like 5,000, 6,000 ETH volume, something, or maybe like 4,500 yesterday, and today's kind of continuing the same trend. It pumped in the early morning hours. It got as high as 1.8. They cooled off, got down to like 0.75, 0.8 was the low that they touched. They pumped again in the night. And then this morning, the volume was good enough, so I sold into it right around 1.15, and the volume's since cooled off. I think that there could be another entry. People like the art. I agree with Vince's opinion that they're kind of dark, just like the pictures themselves, and as used as profile pictures, it might be tough to like really distinguish someone on the timeline when scrolling. So they're not that great as profile pictures, honestly. But the market seems to like them right now, and they're by far the top volume project by a long shot.
Cool.
Yeah. So if they do dip back down to like 0.7, something like that, mid-afternoon hours, I would be looking for possible re-entry on at least one.
Don't do it, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Shout out to Aoki for the top signal.
Yeah, crazy. Steve Aoki, it's funny, he bought 4 or 5 of these, and Aiden's like, oh man, when Aoki bought Dippies, it was like the Pico top. And I mean, dude, literally within 25 seconds, the price started falling. He bought the top at 1.8, almost like to the second, dude. It was crazy, really crazy.
Yeah.
But
yeah, just counter
so
that guy.
The universal top. I guess so. Universal top signal.
I've seen a lot of fun on Twitter about this project, specifically around like the art. I was seeing a lot of people complaining about like there's a gun trait, I guess. The hand looks super messed up on.
Dude, it's not even accurate though, bro. I saw that hand. Look at the hand. The hand is the same in every single item it's holding. It's just the way the artist did the work. So and then like the gun, like there's no hanging dot on any of it. So like I know exactly what you're referencing, but no, the way that the character's holding his hand, it's like the same across the collection and every piece that he's holding at that angle. So whether it's like a blade, a book, or a gun. I'll show you.
Hanging dot, dude.
Oh, I see it. It's just a hanging gun. Wait, is this what you guys are talking about? It's like just on his shoulder.
Look at the collection, that's not there on them. And then also that, again, that's how he holds everything. So look.
Send me the one you're looking at. I'm looking at. Oh, this one. Let me see this. Oh, it's in a tweet. Let me see this shit.
See?
He's holding it like a rock.
He holds everything like that. Yeah, finger right on the trigger.
Pinching it. He's pinching it, dude.
Look at the one that I just sent.
Well, okay, he's holding cards awkwardly. Yeah.
He holds everything the same way. That's what I'm saying.
Why does he do that?
Like that's just how the artist did it.
The way NFTs work, there's no way they can modify the hand for each trait. Like that's
Yeah.
I don't see what's wrong with that.
It'd be tough. Well, they would have to have a set of different hands with the gun. But yeah, generation would be. Yeah.
Is that a real? I can't. Garrett, is that real? This one I just sent.
Oh my
It
god.
might be the layering. It might be.
The what? The gum with the fucking
The-
Yeah,
cigarette.
the layering of the cigarette and the gum.
It's a man with many talents. He can blow bubbles and smoke a cigarette at the same time.
Yikes.
Through the
I don't know
gum.
if that's real.
Through
I'm
the
not
bubble.
sure.
Oh,
Anyway,
man.
I'm staying
Okay.
away.
I'm staying away.
But
I'm out. I told him to sell it 1.8. I'm out of this thing. On to the next. But you did well, and people hopefully did well too.
For sure.
Kind of funny, but whatever. Okay. Obviously, we had the news come out. We kind of touched on this Friday with the other side. So wait, what do you guys? They didn't confirm? Like my whole thing was the other side was gonna be like a platform or something, or is that not obvious? Like what is the other side?
I think it has to do with the land, and then like you'll be able to. It'll probably
Enter the
integrate
land
all
with
these
all
NFT
those?
collections. Yeah, you'll probably be able to use them as avatars in their land space that they're building. That
So-
was my impression.
So is the other side a piece of the sandbox where you can only enter if you're in, you know, CryptoPunks, MAYC, Cryptodes, Cool Cats?
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. Yeah.
That's what it is. You get access to that part. That would make sense. Other
That'd be
side of
interesting.
sandbox. Yeah,
I
those
wonder
are
if they
my
set land
two.
aside just for them. That'd be interesting.
Those are my two thoughts. Either it's a platform where those are the first collections listed, or it's something to do with you can only access this part of the sandbox with these NFTs. So, yeah, they like to announce things on Fridays. So, remember somebody saying that a while ago, going back like a really long time. So, really cool video. I saw Deepak, the guy who bought the like $8 million crypto punk, the alien one. He was saying how he's watched the video a bunch, and I'm sure a lot of people did too. So obviously they're continuing to drive the NFT market right now. They are the BTC of NFTs. They're the leader by far. Nobody's really close either. I was saying with somebody in our NFT chat, it's Artifact is like the Ethereum to the Bored Ape Yacht Club right now. So, but they could definitely catch up. Let's see. Let's get off of this. Oh, the KODAS again. Yeah, I saw this stuff. Really cool. I'm excited for these. Skull Tunes. I was looking at these last night. Who wants to talk about the Skull Tunes? Slumped? Wants to
I can
about
talk
them?
about him. Yeah, this was one I was looking into a bit. So what I actually want to talk about isn't necessarily about the project itself, but rather how poorly the mint was ran and kind of the results of it, because it was kind of insane. So they actually, and let me start by saying a bunch of our guys had gotten whitelists for this, like a ton of them, which was almost kind of concerning. And the morning of the mint, and this will all start to connect as I get through, so everyone just bear with me. The morning of the mint, or the day before the mint, they had a super secret, like 50-piece pre-mint, and all evidence pointed to them kind of pumping their own floor and buying one of theirs for 70. And they pretty much got caught red-handed. So red flag number one. Then fast forward to the next day, they had said multiple times in writing, in spaces on Twitter, that they were confident in a public mint. There was no rush for whitelist. Everyone was going to be guaranteed a spot. And they did this kind of early on a Sunday, so a lot of people kind of slept in, myself included. I figured I could wake up like an hour late and have no problem minting. To my surprise, I woke up to the collection was completely sold out. and people were pissed. They completely over allocated and almost intentionally hid that factor from everyone. They were asked multiple times, do we need to be there at the start? Will we get to mint? Do we have the whole time? Because they had given a 3-hour period to mint. And the backlash I saw, whether it was in their server, in their Twitter spaces, in their AMAs, was insane. I mean, there were guys cursing them out. There were people just screaming. Everyone was furious. You had guys that had grinded all the way to their OG list, which I don't even know how hard it was, to be honest, to get on there, but I imagine it was pretty difficult. They didn't get to mint. They had these riddle type games that people had to put a lot of work in to solve and kind of get their own whitelist roll. They didn't get to mint, so it was just all around mess.
Wow.
But all that aside, they're still profitable. We had some guys mint, which was awesome. They got out, made a quick 0.1 or so. Nothing crazy, which is kind of what we expected. But I mean, the art and demand behind it, I still think is strong enough. They should reveal in, I think it's Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. They're going to reveal. So interested to see what's going to happen there. They have another raffle specifically for their OG and what they call Riddle Master whitelist rolls to try and mint again from their own staff supply. But I've never seen such a negative reaction and then still see a project remain profitable. So I thought that was kind of interesting, worth talking about.
They seem kind of cool, to be honest.
They are cool. I do like them a lot. I was planning on minting. I figured I'd watch the whitelist and see how far that goes. And then make my decision maybe 2 hours in, but that didn't get to happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, you were sleeping.
But I mean,
you were sleeping.
I was quite literally asleep.
Nice. Okay. Huh. I mean, we have seen those sometimes where there's a ton of backlash and stuff, and then projects do really well. I don't know if this will do that, but
I don't know.
That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
like that NFT Nick guy says, the correct mixture of hype and FUD
Yeah.
is jet fuel and just maintains such exposure,
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and you could see from their Twitter, they have amassed this massive following. Their chat is just nonstop going, whether it was positive or negative. But yeah, I think they're cool at a very basic level.
All publicity is
So
good.
we'll see. Yep.
Nice. Okay. Thank you, Slumped. What is this Evereye?
This is a project that
Oh, wow,
it's
look at
minting on
these.
Saturday. I think they're actually pretty sweet.
Yeah.
The art is kind of like an anime style. Basically, I would almost argue mecha type characters, but they're all calling them heroes. They've got a lot of really cool, interesting animations on their website. They've been doing a bit of promo. They're starting at a Dutch auction at 0.3 ETH, ending at 0.1, decreasing by 0.05 every 20 minutes. So I think they could go immediately at 0.3, and I think we see them probably start about 0.7, 0.8. I can totally see these going well. So not insanely hyped with only 57,000 Twitter followers, but one I'm keeping my eye on because I think there will be an opportunity for the Dutch auction mint to go quite well if we're able to send it. I feel like this is giving me the similar sense that it gave me with Azuki, where I've been in the Discord for a little bit and just checking it out, seeing if people are excited and what they're talking about. And there's a lot of diversity in terms of the types of people that are in there. I'm seeing a ton of different types of profile pictures. People seem really interested, and they're doing the correct, or what I think is the correct format, which is a Dutch auction, then a whitelist mint, and then the public sale. So similar model. And they're also launching on the ERC 721A Azuki contract. So should be pretty cool. I'm definitely watching this one. I think the opportunity to get whitelist is pretty much closed. You'd have to grind in general. in like their general chat and basically like spam message to do it. So obviously not really too interesting. Just going to be looking for the Dutch auction entry price. They ended up lowering the price. They started it at 0.5 was what they were going to open at, and the community requested they lower it to 0.3, and they listened. So pretty cool. Watching this one, we'll have a channel up soon, but wanted to share it because we've got like a week. So if you want to get your ETH in order for going for it.
They look cool. I like they're pretty unique.
Yeah,
Huh.
totally.
Evereye.
Probably
Nice.
a quick flip situation, but I think there's profit there.
Anime art by MH Dart. Oh, pretty big following at least. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, the guy one of the animators used to do animation for a Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I see
I don't know
that.
if it was a TV series or if it was like a one-off movie, but he was part of the animation team on there, like the artist team. So there are some pretty legit guys
Yeah.
involved.
I
Always
like
good to see.
I like that. Cool. Okay, all blue launch. What is this? Bong heads.
It's
This is the Ace Love
start of our
project.
old drop. Yeah, so not too much going on in Solana today that I really have my eye on. This one was supposed to mint yesterday, but the all blue launchpad kind of broke. It's a brand new launchpad by the Stoned Ape Crew team. The whitelist had a ton of issues, so they pretty much just paused it. At first, I didn't even realize at first. I thought it was just dead, and that no one wanted it anymore. But we're sitting at about 2/3 fully minted. Public's going to be in about an hour and a half. I'm not blown away by this project. It looks kind of goofy to me, but the demand is totally there. So no reason to ignore it at all. The main draw from what I've gathered is they have some sort of casino system that looks pretty strong. Decent chance at passive income if they can fully deliver. There's some sort of staking with NFT evolution, deflation type stuff that usually will drive prices up and supply down, which is always what we like to see. And I think they even will give holders a cut of their merch, which is, I guess, kind of cool. I said a couple of podcasts ago, I don't really love the idea of NFT brand merch unless you're like a Bored Ape or, I don't know, an Azuki or obviously a big name like that. But yeah, one to look out for today. Looks like it should sell out pretty easily in public. And yeah, it's probably the top mint on my radar today. And that leads to the next one you have loaded up. It's called Kamakura.
Mm-hmm.
Saw it a couple days ago. I didn't really see any demand, but I guess it picked up over the weekend. I'm not rushing into this one by any means, but it does look kind of cool. I guess the anime NFT art style kind of saw a resurgence here a little bit, so maybe right place, right time. Mint price is lower than usual, also at 1.25. They've got a pretty in-depth staking system where you essentially rank up your NFT. And if anyone has ever watched Naruto, it actually follows the ranks of their universe. So you start at what's called a genin, and you can get up to a kage. And it's all done through their tokenomics, their ramen token, it's called. So
Okay.
deflationary traits built into it, which is always a good sign. But yeah, I mean, I'm not super blown away by staking anymore. Everyone seems to have it these days, but I think if these sell out, we should see some profit on them.
I remember you
And
bringing
I think they
these
look
up.
cool.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Yeah, and you get to watch and see all the whitelist mints too, which is nice.
Yeah, that's really key with Solana mints lately.
Yeah. Cool. Solana's done. Time for some shoes. We saw the bones. Pretty hectic, I guess, for carding and stuff. How to McKay, go ahead with your Yeezys.
Yeah, I mean, there isn't even much to say here.
Yeah.
The Bones released this morning, and it was just a really messy drop. It sat in stock for like an hour and a half, but with all the carding issues, they had an increased firewall. No one really stood a solid chance of hitting a huge clip unless you're running a Trickle or Valor, and even those weren't doing super well right at the beginning of the release. So just hoping that the next 3 easy releases this week do a little better.
Cool. Yeah, we have wave runners tomorrow, and then, yeah, hopefully it's not as bad.
450s. Yeah, it should. Yeah.
We shall see. Anything else you guys want to cover today? We
I think
good?
I'm good, man.
All good.
Cool.
Yeah.